Gentlemen, I mean you no harm.
Oh.
Monsieur Lapetite, are you aware of the nickname the people of France have given me?
Hello everyone, my name is Carmen Hershey, and today we are going to be examining Quentin Tarantino's SS Colonel Hans Landa and Dr. King Schultz. Anyone who knows me personally is at least slightly aware of my fascination with film director Quentin Tarantino, whose brilliant creativity has spawned some of the most memorable and complex characters in modern cinematic history. His films are trademarked by his multiple obsessions with few spectacular actors. This began in 1994 with Samuel L. Jackson.
You will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
And Uma Thurman in Pulp Fiction, who combined have had parts in a total of 5 of Tarantino's later films. Quentin's newest interest in the late 2000s and early 2010s has been with Austrian-born actor Christoph Waltz. Christoph starred in 2 of Tarantino's recent films, Inglourious Basterds and Django Unchained, as SS Colonel Hans Landa and Dr. King Schultz, who are seemingly opposite characters, yet share many developmental commonalities. Christoph Waltz was born in Vienna in 1956 and first found success in theater and television in his native country. Waltz eventually became known for his villainous roles in German crime dramas and also appeared in 2 British miniseries. After becoming a well-known and acclaimed actor in Europe, his skill grabbed the attention of American movie director and writer Quentin Tarantino. Tarantino was in the final stages of preparation for his 2009 film Inglourious Basterds, which chronicles a Jewish-American clan's quest to murder countless Nazis and consequently end World War II.
We're going to be doing one thing, and one thing only. Killing Nazis.
Waltz's character is Hans Landa, a quadlingual German SS colonel in occupied France. Naturally, finding an actor for the role was difficult. Actually, Tarantino admits, it was tricky finding someone to speak authentic German and also deliver quite a few lines in English, many of which required perfect comic timing and delivery due to their poetic quality. In fact, the director was almost forced to quit the film, as he didn't want to make the movie unless he found the perfect Landa. Christoph Waltz, who is fluent in German, French, and English, read for the part and immediately amazed Tarantino. This role garnered him international acclaim and won him an Oscar for Best Actor in a Supporting Role at the 2010 Academy Awards.
In Inglourious Basterds, Christoph Waltz played a Nazi obsessed with finding Jews. Well, Christoph? The Motherlode!
In 2012, Tarantino released Django Unchained, the story of Dr. King Schultz, a German dentist turned bounty hunter, and Django, a slave freed by Schultz who is on a quest to find and purchase his wife, who he was separated from at auction. Quentin admits that he actually wrote the part for Christoph and even won him his 2nd Academy Award in 2013.
My unlimited gratitude goes to Dr. King Schultz. That is, of course, to his creator and the creator of his awe-inspiring world, Quentin Tarantino.
Colonel Hans Landa and Dr. King Schultz are considerably different characters. The only similarities between them are that they are both German and are both murderous. Landa is genocidal and Schultz is homicidal. However, it is important to note their reasoning is opposite. Colonel Landa kills innocent people because in his eyes Hitler must be respected and obeyed at all costs, while Dr. Schultz fatally shoots wanted criminals for a cash bounty. Also, Hans Landa is arguably the most sinister and superficially horrifying character in Quentin Tarantino's catalog, while Schultz acts as a mentor and aide to his story's main protagonist, yet achieves this by disguising his violent occupation with his previously innocent one.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Despite the clear dissonance, the characters are developed in structurally similar ways. Both figures are strongly introduced in the first scenes of their respective movies, and like all Tarantino films, rely almost completely on dialogue, but not dialogue about themselves. In fact, we know nothing about their personal lives, family, or upbringing. Yet, Tarantino flawlessly conveys their power over others. Firstly, Landa and Schultz's unsettling politeness is introduced. In this aspect, the characters are identical. It is obvious their kindness and warmth is shallow and definitely not genuine. The viewer immediately recognizes Landa and Schultz are in search of something that has not yet been revealed. For example, when greeting a milk farmer's family in Inglourious Basterds, the colonel creepily insists each of Monsieur Lapidite's underage daughters is more lovely than the next. And soon after, Landa firmly grabs one of the girl's hands, asking her to pour him a glass of milk. When Schultz is insulted by slave owners for using the uncommon word parley,
So, I wish to parley with you.
Speak English.
the doctor kindly asks the Southerners to forgive his English, as it is a second language. Landa and Schultz's tone instantaneously sets the mood for the entirety of Bastards and Django's opening scenes, and serves as a perfect transition into their next developmental facet. Once Hans and King grab both the other characters and the viewer's attention, they begin to use their next unique tool, manipulation. The Colonel and the Doctor have perfected their use of this. Landa uses it to lead Lapidite to believe he is simply conducting a routine and lighthearted interrogation to ensure no Jews are being illegally hidden. He asks Lapidite if he knows of the whereabouts of the Dreyfus family, to which he responds rumor entails they escaped to Spain. Landa politely accepts the answer and writes it in a notebook. However, the final third of the scene reveals Hans is aware the family is sheltering enemies of the state, which immediately changes the entire mood. He uses his dominance over Lapidite to offer a deal. His family will be left unbothered for the remainder of the war if he reveals where the Dreyfus family is being hidden in his home. In Django Unchained, Dr. King Schultz acts as though he wishes to purchase one of the pair's slaves to put to use as his own. When questioned by the two owners, Schultz suddenly shoots them. One dies and the other lies flailing and moaning on the ground. The doctor leaves the surviving man $125 for Django and gives the other slaves the key to unlock their chains. Inglourious Basterds and Django Unchained use similar techniques in unlike ways to develop their outstanding supporting characters. By doing this, each story displays the way in which a dominant identity is introduced. Inglourious Basterds follows a clever Nazi who uses the power of administration and suspense to successfully contribute to Hitler's vision. Django Unchained tells the story of a kind-hearted and hilariously violent German who helps a slave and achieves this by using acuity and control to defeat opponents and obstacles. Comparing characters reveals the like aspects of structure and the different ways in which they can be utilized. In two movies, we see the elements that brilliantly develop a powerful figure and how they are organized to chronicle the stories of Inglourious Basterds and Django Unchained.
Ich bin das neue Jahr, bin jünger als das alte war. Wie viel? Das ist jetzt die Frage. 365 Tage.